First night, a man officials call a professional con artist has been busted and barred from doing any future home improvement work. The West Virginia Attorney General's office said Ben Burns swindled hundreds of thousands of dollars from unsuspecting homeowners without even having a license or the proper insurance to do the work.
News Channel 3's Kelsey Soto spoke exclusively with some of the victims who say the state settlement against this man is just the beginning.
At the time, I felt that we were very vulnerable due to the circumstances, with our contractor passing away. We felt panicked.
In the middle of her deck remodel, Cassia Withrow says when her contractor suddenly passed away, she found herself in a desperate situation with time and money on the line.
On how I wanted things, this was a draw out.
A social media search led her to hiring Benjamin Burns of Branco Home Solutions and Branco Construction. A decision she's regretted every day since.
I could show you the contracts, I could show you text messages, I could show you pictures. It was lie after lie after lie after lie, and he had a smooth way about him for every one of them.
Withrow says she paid Burns $7,000 up front to build a deck and replace her roof, but she says what she got was a disaster.
There were gaps and everything within this siding. They had actually ordered the wrong siding.
The roof put on her home was so bad a building inspector told her it was unsalvageable.
I called him and I said, I was sitting in my attic at 3 o'clock in the morning crying with water pouring in to my attic space after the roof that he had put on.
She says it gets worse. Withrow learned the insurance policy he claimed to have had lapsed 1 week prior to her project. Then her insurance company couldn't help either because they said they don't cover poor workmanship. So she had to wait and pray Mother Nature would do some major work of its own. Finally, a strong windstorm came through. Withrow says it ripped the roof off like a can opener.
And we were excited, sadly. We were excited because that meant that our insurance could come out, do an adjustment, and we could get a new roof that way because he took all of our money.
Withrow is one of many, according to the AG's office, which announced Monday they won their lawsuit against Burns for $256,000. According to the Division of Labor, Burns has never held a contracting, plumbing, or electrical license. The lawsuit says some of the work he's performed at homes is not up to code.
I don't care if it's $100 or if it's thousands of dollars. Any money that you take from someone is too much if you don't do the work that's supposed to be done.
The AG's office received more than 21 complaints about Burns from Putnam, Kanawha, and Clay counties of substandard work or abandoned jobs. He's now banned from doing any future home improvement work in the state of West Virginia.
Armed away.
Sean and Jessica Courtney live in Hurricane and were looking to spruce up their bathroom. They say Burns stripped it down to the studs, but was issued a cease and desist order for not having a license or permit.
That cost close to $9,000.
So the work was left unfinished.
The most concerning part to me is that this guy, he puts himself off it. He's so charismatic, which is why I think he can easily take advantage of people. And he was around my kids.
The AG's office says 3 victims in the same neighborhood are owed more than $50,000.
Once you start putting the puzzle pieces together, you can see and trace the path of how none of this makes sense and matches up.
The families tell me it happened so quickly. As soon as the ink was dry, their money was gone.
He wasted no time whatsoever. He was going to the beach, honey.
The victims now hoping their loss will serve as a lesson to others on knowing your rights, checking and verifying someone's background before letting them into your home.
Before you hire any contractor, go to your city building and get that list of approved contractors. And if they're not on it, then don't hire them.
Kelsey Soto, WSAZ, News Channel 3, Putnam County.
We spoke with the West Virginia Attorney General about what this large of a summary judgment means for the victims, as well as any other fraudulent contractors who might be doing business in West Virginia.
Here's what he had to say.
People hear about some of the big lawsuits, but going after some of the smaller companies, I want to send a message that whether you're a large company, you're a medium-sized company, or you're a small company, you're going to comply with the law.